Hi everyone, I'm Rita Lavon and welcome to my channel at Love Build Share. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm so happy to have you here. Hope that you all are doing good. Before I actually get into what the video is about, let's do a curl check. Let me lean in. So this is what I am looking like. I am about, let's see, what are we like? I don't know, 2 months away from Thanksgiving, I guess. What's today? September 19th. So yeah, about 2 months away of being at the 1 year mark. I think that it has grown exceptionally well. Still loving it. But anywho, that's not what this video is about. This video is going to be about the upcoming holiday season. Yes, you heard that correctly. Let me say it one more time. The upcoming holiday season. So if you are one of those people that is in denial, that doesn't want to think about it, or is a last minute type of person, your best bet is to click off of this video. But if you are like me and you like to get a head start, if you like to start thinking of things and planning of things, then I ask that you stay and maybe you'll learn something, because we all know different things. You know, I am not an expert in any way, shape, or form. Just like my channel at Love Build Share, you know, I'm here to share the things that I know and things that I do. So stick around. So with that being said, today is September 19th, and the holidays are going to be here before you know it. So I just kind of wanted to share a few things that I do, because I do have a family gathering each year, and some of the things that I like to do as far as planning are very simple. Okay, so when I say simple, I simply mean that I create a spreadsheet. So I have a spreadsheet that I use that I have the names of all of the family members that I invite. I have a spreadsheet of all of the food that I'm either going to cook or have to purchase. And I will break it down, because I usually have a brunch. So I'm serving both breakfast and lunch items. And I break it down based upon whether it's a breakfast item, whether it's a lunch item, whether it's a cold item, whether it's hot. I break it down as far as what the food has to be cooked in, because I have different crock pots. I have 2 air fryers. You know, is it going to be on the stove? Or, you know, say for instance, if I go to Costco and buy, you know, sandwiches or something, because usually every year we go to Costco because Costco sells like different type of sandwiches. I believe they do them in like roast beef, turkey, and ham, I believe. And we'll usually purchase that. So for that, those are cold sandwiches. So that can just stay in the refrigerator, you know, right before it's time to serve. You know, as far as desserts, I usually do those the day before. So I usually have, you know, time off before the holidays. So I will cook that the day before. Because when it comes to dessert, they don't have to be like, you know, fresh that day of, because it would take entirely too much time. You'd have to use too much of the oven, especially if you're, you know, doing, you know, cookies or pies or cakes or what have you. It's always best to do those, you know, the day before. You know what? I feel like I could kind of like share like what I've cooked or like what we've done. Like, why not share? We're here to share. All right, so I am going to actually share my screen and show you all exactly what I do as far as planning for holiday gatherings, and hopefully this will be beneficial to someone. All right, so here we go. Okay, so as I look at this now, it's just so funny that I even use this document to kind of just see everything here. It's like, wow, I really do this. Okay, so as you can see, I have the different labels here up top: electronic food device, breakfast, where to keep stored, and when to cook. So this is what I did last year. So as you can see here, So I did the sausage patties on the griddle. And then where to keep stored, I have aluminum container on heat. So what that means is I purchased them from Party City. Party City has this really big, I don't know what to call it. It's kind of like when people who like cater, they'll have like the aluminum pan that sets in a thing, and then you buy the little fire container things, and you light them up with a the little things that like you would use for a candle, the little lighter things. Look, I'm all over the place. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I purchased I purchased a pack from Party City, but they also have them at Costco. And actually at Costco it's a little bit cheaper. But now that I've purchased that one pack, I just have to keep buying the aluminum pans that go inside of it, and then the little things that you have to set with fire in order to use those. And as y'all know, I don't like fire. Look, y'all know I don't like candles, so I always have to get my husband to do that. I don't know what it is, but I don't play with that stuff. So I have I don't know, like 4 or 5 of those, and that keeps the food hot. And I think it's really convenient in my personal opinion, because when I do things, I always try to think of the ways that I wish other people would do them, and I try to do it myself, because I believe in a particular order, and I believe in having things a particular way. Subject. All right, so for the bacon, I have microwave here, and then I keep it warm in the aluminum containers with the fire. So Costco again has these fully cooked bacon that you can purchase, and you just have to microwave it up, and then you can just keep them in the aluminum containers on the fire to keep it hot. We did biscuits and gravy. Now I have oven, but we actually, oh no, that's actually for the biscuits. Okay, so we put the biscuits in the oven, of course, and then had them in the aluminum container. For the gravy, for the biscuits and gravy, we have an Instapot. So that is another device that is very, very helpful if you are doing a gathering. Now I have waffles on here, but of course, something always goes wrong. Our waffle maker ended up messing up, so we couldn't make waffles last year. So I did 2 hash brown casseroles last year, because the year before we had done 1 hash brown casserole and it just wasn't enough. And that I just kept in the glass container that I had cooked it in the oven, because those containers keep heat very well, so I didn't need to put it into anything else. For the grits, we kept that on the stove, and as well as the shrimp and grits. So that was all for breakfast. So for lunch, I had chicken wings here. Did we do chicken wings? I don't think we did chicken wings. I had it on here, but I don't think we did that last year. Yeah, I don't think so. I did the little smokies. I put them in the crock pot. We had the Rotel dip. I put that in the crock pot. This year I need to make sure that I buy enough tortilla chips, because last year we did not have enough. We had to end up using the Lay's potato chips. So I need to make sure this year that I purchased enough for that. We went to Costco and got a vegetable tray and a fruit tray, a croissant tray. Okay, so that's the thing I was telling y'all about at Costco, where you can purchase like the roast beef, the turkey, the ham, and I think does it come with lettuce on it? I can't remember. It's the part at Costco where like you order, like cakes and stuff. They have sandwich trays that you can purchase. And then I had the potato chips and the tortilla chips, and then I had rolls. So that is what I have. And over here is my RSVP list. I'm not going to show y'all that because y'all don't need to see all the names, okay? But this is just what I use. All right, so hopefully you all enjoyed that. If there are ways that you all do things for your gatherings, please feel free to get in the comment section. We can all learn from each other. And I love doing stuff like that. Like, I love planning and just, making sure that I have things, ready. Because I want to make sure that it's right. I want to make sure that I have planned it to the best of my ability, and the best way for me to plan is to, have it on my Excel spreadsheet. I'll print that out. I also, will write things down as well on that. The day of, that piece of paper is going to look a hot mess because I've written all over it. I may have changed things, but, starting off with the plan is very important. And it's also important for me to say that, even if you don't have the money to do something right then, you can still plan it. And of course, yes, things change all the time. But when you start with something, it truly does help. And that's just what, I like to do. As you can see with the food that I had on there, I had a wide variety of food. I create a menu for that exact reason. And it definitely makes a difference. And I just absolutely love it. Gatherings are just so important. Creating a safe place in your home for people, I think, is very important. And I have this saying, and it goes, when you have your own, you can create your own. Especially when it comes to having an actual house. Of course, people can do things in an apartment, but, apartments really, they're not designed for that, and you can definitely have it. So please don't take this the wrong way. But when you have your own home, when you have a house, there is a certain level of oomph that it gives you. And my fellow homeowners will understand exactly what I'm saying. Even to this day, when I pull into my driveway, I still get excited. I still get excited, and I don't think that will ever go away. And I love that because, like, I have a house. Like, this is my house. And when you have a house, it's your place. And when you create that safe place for people to come into, it truly makes a difference, because that's exactly what I want my home to be. So anywho, when it comes to gatherings, yeah, I enjoy them. I enjoy planning them. Don't let how much it's going to cost you get you stressed, which is also another reason why to start as early as you can. Of course, you won't be purchasing everything now, but you can still do it in advance, And also, just because you've done something the same way for however many years, it doesn't mean that it can't be changed, because we all change. Life changes. And through that, you can also change the way that you do your gatherings. You can change where you go for your gatherings. You can change how many people help you with your gathering. And also, having help is very important too. Having other people there that can help you with things, because you're going to need that as well. And also, I'll tell you this, as far as like the setup, I will tell you that I definitely remember last year before our gathering, I had the tables and everything set up at least, I'm going to say at least 2 weeks before. And I just, cause we have like this really big table that we use, and I went ahead and got it out, and it's like, we got 2 weeks to go, but I wanted to go ahead and have it set out because I thought of it, and I was like, let me go ahead and do it now and figure out how everything is going to be. Like, it is truly never too early. Don't let anybody tell you that. And right now is the perfect time to start thinking about things. Because you also have to keep in mind, you may have other family members who have other events that they have to go to. So you have to get what time you're going to have it, which I think is also very important. And also how far your guests are going to be driving from. Are you going to have guests that are going to have to stay in your home? Are they going to have to purchase a hotel? That's something to go ahead and let somebody know ahead of time, because every individual has at least two sides to their family, meaning we all, have a mother and father, or, mother and mother, or father and father, what have you. So there's two sides to that. Like, those two sides have two sides to it. So it's like each individual person can have so many sides to a family. And then, not to mention, if you have, a stepfather, a stepmother, all that, just a blended family. There can just be so many events that you have to go to, and, of course, not wanting to like overlap those, and, wanting to be respectful of people and what time. I always think of, as I like to say, a respectable time. And when I say that, I just mean daytime. Because I always take into consideration that, some people do not like driving at night. Some people don't like driving too far, and there's just so much to think about. And of course, you cannot make everyone happy. I know that. But I try to, think of all angles because there's so many angles to come from. And I just truly enjoy it. So I just wanted to share what I do, and I would love for you all to share with me what you do because we can all learn from each other. And I think I've said enough on this topic. And while you were here and before you go, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to let everyone in the world know about me. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye bye.